Welcome to Linkronicity, where your journey and destiny link. I'm Stacey, Kumagai, your linkologist, and I'm here to help you link your life. Today we are going to be dealing with your link of communications from your internal dialogue to your external reality. Ooh. I know that sounds kind of deep, but you're at this place. It's right on time. You're at this place, lovely souls, as you've done all of the transformational healing work with yourself. It's time to actually link the internal dialogue with your external reality. Why is this so? Because we've already linked our mind and heart. We've already linked our human and higher elevated self, higher consciousness awareness when they've come into union. So now, the only logical thing is how to articulate that into your external world so you can have your new reality that you're going to be creating with all of the goals and all of the dreams, and all of the wish fulfillment and all of the manifestation from all of your creativity, all of your passion, all of your truth, the authentic truth of where you now stand after doing all of the work, the purging, the negative voices, all of that stuff. You got rid of all that. You've now made room on your pathway for communication to come to you with more clarity, because that's what you're going to be using on your output. So this is necessary right now. And I know it's a little tricky. Things can get a little muddy as you're still going through the remnants of your last bit of change, as your transformation, metamorphosis change from the big change of your next level. And as you well know, we're all works in progress, and change is going to be the constant. And so we never really stop growing. But it's important to get clear communication for where you're going. So this is something else that we're linking together. We're going to actually be linking together where you're growing now in the present to where you're going into your future. And as we stay present with our current evolution, with how we process our thoughts, process our feelings from our authentic place of truth in the 2.0 higher consciousness awareness, we're tapping into a lot of the emotions that are surfacing. I call it the emotional river. You know, it keeps flowing. Just keeps flowing. And sometimes it's hard for the human, even though you are functioning as one with your soul. Sometimes it's hard for the human because the human likes to default back to how you used to deal with your feelings and emotions as you were trying to navigate your everyday life. For many of you, you had blinders on. For many of you, you were too busy, couldn't even make time to do any self-care, self-love, work-life balance. You didn't have time for those things. But now that you are carving out that very, very important you time for your work-life balance, so you can have, a better quality of living. Now that you're doing that, now's the time to get your communications in sync with that too. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do a very, very simple, you know it, 3-column exercise, okay? And we're going to be writing things out to help you develop a map, a tool that you can use moving forward to deal with your internal dialogue that's going on, in how to map it out for your external reality, your external world of how you're growing for where you're going. So let's get started. Column 1, what we're going to do is write down all of the things that you have on your goals, aspirations, wish list, things that you want to do, bucket list, all of the things that you want to manifest, whether you're wanting better health or whether you're wanting, a better quality of living, more enjoyment, fulfillment, love, whatever it is, okay? What you want there, your dream job, put it all in that left column. In the middle column, I want you to cross-check every single one. This is how we double-check you to make sure you're not defaulting back to your old 1.0 self when the 2.0 self is here, so you can have clarity of communication as you now stand in your authentic truth. As you go down the list and look at the list, I want you to reevaluate it and ask yourself, Is this stuff from your old list, from your 1.0 self, things that you put on there? And ask how closely it actually resonates with who you are right now. Because you've changed, right? You've changed. And some of these things that were on the list maybe had a higher priority than other things. But as you're looking to the meaning of life, the meaning of your life, at the end of your life, what's going to be most important to you? This is where you reevaluate your truth and your consciousness. What's most important? So let's say you're at the end of your life. Looking back, what on that list is going to be most important for you to have lived, for you to have self-actualized, for you to have realized? That's a truth that you need to communicate with yourself. Because if you can get honest on that page, and that's not to say that you need to cross a bunch of stuff off or throw it off the list. No. But you have to ask yourself, was that an old dream? Was that an old wish? Maybe you wanted to travel to some place and that's not as important anymore as having perfect health or, having stability or having whatever it is, okay? There's certain things that, there's also room for the dreaming of the pie in the sky. We all want that. So, be very conscious of your list now as to if that resonates with your new, healed, transformed self. Because a lot of the things that were on that list that you used to communicate to yourself, your internal dialogue, you told yourself you needed to fill voids that you couldn't fill yourself. I know, that's like a major aha epiphany moment, but it's true. A lot of things that are material or a lot of things that are on the wish list sometimes are to overcompensate for the healing that really needed to be done because they were void fillers. And how we communicate our inner dialogue with what's going on in here and what's going on here, because the mind and the heart have come into union. The human and the higher consciousness, higher level awareness self has come into union. The soul self has come into union with your human. Now, mind and heart, human soul, looking at that list, what still rings true? Because you may not need to be communicating that is inner dialogue anymore. You don't. Maybe you don't. So see how you can either pare that down to make room for new things or tweak or alter that list to see if you're communicating your truths to yourself in your internal dialogue. And that's where we checkpoint it, from the middle column to the first column. The first list of things, sorting them out. The truth list in the center. Third column now, actualization. Actualization. Now that you have the higher consciousness awareness, how do you want to communicate that list for how you are presently growing for where you ultimately want to be going? The future. Now, I know we are here to stay present, right? Because every day is a present, and we stay present. But let's be honest. Humans like to dream. Humans like to wish. Humans like to have things to look forward to. So that's not to say that we're going to be living in the future. We're still going to be living here in the now. But how we communicate this, what's real, will ultimately become our new reality, transformed as we get more clarity. And that's how we get communication to be clear and less muddied. That's how we get communication to be more honest with our truth in our 2.0 self, with how we're growing and where we're going. So that's how we deal with our internal dialogue and navigating that through the metamorphosis as you guys are still going through the last bit of this big upheaval. Because this summer 2019 was a big upheaval for everybody. I don't care who you are. Everybody had something that they had to tweak or change or come into reality of realization, or truth surfaced, or things had to get cut out of lives, and really get to the nitty-gritty of who are you, what resonates, what jives with you, what rocks your world, what is really your truth versus living somebody else's life, what's going to make you happy, what's going to help you be fulfilled. And now that we know this stuff, how to now communicate that effectively internally so we can actually craft. And yes, remember, continue to heal. Continue to, because we're works in progress, continue to heal and craft your new future. So try the exercise. Let me know, you guys, how this is working for you, because these are tools that I want to provide for you to have you put them in motion so you can make the changes and transformation as you continue to evolve, and that'll help you with your communications internally and externally. Okay, so if you have a question, go ahead and hit me up on social media or go to Linkronicity.com and just drop me a question in the Connect section. Or if you want to have a private booking session with me for really refining your communications, I'm open for sessions on that too. So anyway, I hope that helps you, and I hope that you have more peace internally with yourself so you can really start to manifest some beautiful, beautiful things as you're going forward with all of this great big change. I'm Stacey Kumagai, your Linkologist, here to help you link your life. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Linkronicity, blogspot.com, and go to Linkronicity.com for private coaching sessions. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day dealing with newly healed, effective clarity of communication with your internal dialogue so you can have it manifested in your self-actualized, self-realized external reality. Have a great day.